Dennis didn't want it to be part of these celebrations with me, but at the same time I also understood where he was coming from.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did. I mean, I was kind of being a rebel. You don't want to celebrate this with me and get upset, but trust me, I understood where you were coming from.
Okay, let's agree to disagree.
Okay, you never came to me and said, why aren't your people accepting me? Nothing, never that. You never ever made me feel that you felt bad or you about being mistreated or my world not accepting. So I want to ask you a question. So what changed? Because I remember in 2020, it was our first Dasai, first Nepali holiday in our house, and I wanted to do something and you agreed.
I don't think I agreed willingly. I don't think anything changed. Because for me, it was a no. I'm not interested in doing any of this. No had become my initial answer to anything because of all the complaining and the tears. So saying no saved me a lot of heartache. I believe even with that, I had said no. Later, I changed my mind because I noticed I had said no to a bunch of other events. So I'll just say yes to this. I can go back to saying my no.
So let me explain you about this particular event that we're talking about. It was our first Dasai in our house, and I wanted to celebrate. I didn't get to celebrate Dasai the year before or the year before that. So this year I thought, okay, enough of crying. Alicia, you're with your fiance in your house. You love celebrating these festivals. It's a remembrance of your childhood, the culture you come from, and I want to celebrate that. So it was just me and Dennis. I cooked us a nice meal, typical Nepali food after work. I didn't have a lot of things either, but I made it with whatever I had. I put in a little thali of tikka and flowers for us. So I called Dennis and I said, okay, this is what you do. So you put tikka on my forehead while you're giving me the tikka. Make sure you're giving me blessings, and make sure you have some money to give it to me. I don't know where the idea came from, but this is our first time celebrating Dasai. So I want to capture this moment.
Oh, you always want to capture every moment. So.
Well, yeah, but I wanted to video record this whole event. So Dennis got the tripod and phone, and he put tikka on my forehead, gave me blessings. And again, I know in Nepal, like, the younger ones don't give tikka to the older ones, but it's just the two of us, and Dennis is learning about my culture. It's exchange of respect and blessings. After he gave me the tikka, I gave him the tikka blessings, and we recorded the video. We had dinner, and that was that. How was that experience, what we did for you?
I don't know. It was just something new.
A couple days after the video was on my phone, I was looking at the video. This is such a cute video. and at that time, TikTok was very popular, and I'm sure the whole world knows once COVID hit, TikTok started booming. And I remember I was staying at home for 2 weeks because my work was also closed down at that time. I had downloaded TikTok. I didn't even know about TikTok before that. I know there was an app similar to that, so I downloaded the app. I would very occasionally post 1 or 2 videos, dance choreographies that I liked, and I enjoyed dancing. That was the reason. And at that time, I had 18 followers. So one night I'm just looking at our Dasai celebration video. I was also scrolling my TikTok, so I heard this song. Our video would look so nice with this song. I just cropped the video to a little, maybe 30-second section, and edited the video with that song in it, and it looked like the video and the song, according to me, just matched perfectly. This is such a beautiful video. It was around 9:30. I posted the video, 18 followers at the time, went to bed. I didn't even check TikTok again, because now I get a lot of notifications every day, even if I don't check for an hour, but then I didn't get any notifications, so I didn't bother to check. Went to bed. Next morning, I get up and I check my phone. My phone's blasting. I have thousands of notifications and messages. What is going on? So I check my messages, and friends had left me a message saying, your video went viral. So I opened my TikTok. From 18 followers, overnight, I had over 10,000 followers. Our video had already crossed 1 million views. And again, I didn't really understand. I didn't tell Dennis anything because I know he didn't want to be any part of this, or I don't think he would have understood at that time if I had said something. I just got ready, left for work, and as I'm getting ready, every time I open TikTok, 1,000 more followers, 1,000 more followers, 1,000 more followers. By the end of that day, I had over 20K followers. And I'll be honest, I don't think I did anything that day. I did go to work, but I don't think I did any work. It was just so mind-boggling. I had heard the term, this person went viral or this video went viral, but I didn't exactly know what that meant. All of a sudden, people are reaching out to me, people I don't know, sharing their story to me, telling me how beautiful our video is, how beautiful Dennis and I look as a couple, and them being in a racial relationship and sharing our story. And it took me a while to process. I didn't tell Dennis that day either. I don't think I told you until a few days after.
I knew because you had an incident on your way to work, so and I knew why you had that incident, even though you didn't want to tell me.
How?
You don't live in a bubble.
Anyways, in my head, Dennis had no idea. I hadn't told him yet, but I remember I told everybody at work. So I had to tell somebody. I was talking to my friends, and I told everybody at work. And I said, every minute, every second, the numbers kept increasing. And our video had just gotten so much popularity back home in Nepal. It was just crazy. It was crazy. And today at this point, I'm not sure, but that same video has maybe 5-6 million views, thousands of comments, thousands of people sharing that video, other different portals sharing our video, people asking us to interview. And I didn't get it. I was like, what do you want to interview about? Because people were looking at us as if we were so alien. We're a normal couple. I mean, we're a little extraordinary, but we're as real and as normal as any other couple. I mean, every relationship is special in their own way, but to majority of people back home looking at this video, they were a Nepali girl with an African guy. To top that off, they're celebrating Dasai. And Dennis got a lot of love from a lot of people for being so accepting about our culture. Him willingly being a part of this celebration with me, and people loved that for him. But then I realized popularity has two sides. There were people who were supporting us, who were loving us, who were happy for us and sending us such lovely messages. At the same time, there were the other half who were just purely mad at me.
Yeah.
Purely mad at me, and I don't know for why, and I don't know for what reason. And I'll mention some of the assumptions people had about me. People thought I'm with Dennis, or I married Dennis. Well, at that time we were not married, but I was with Dennis because Dennis was very rich and I was after his money.
I am very rich.
So, $1 million.
But she's richer than I am.
That was one assumption. Second assumption, I'm with him for green card.
I was with her for a green card.
I will just tell you, when I met Dennis, I already had my green card. So I didn't have the need to be with Dennis in order to get any sort of paperwork for me to stay in America. But to me at that point, and I'm so glad that my journey of healing had begun, and I was in a much better place at that time. So I was able to take that all in with a pinch of salt. Not even a single comment really bothered me. I was just trying to understand, where is this thought process coming from? I didn't get it. You don't know me. You don't know my life. You don't know us. You don't know what our reality is, but you're just sitting behind your phone and judging us and making assumptions. That's where my questioning was.
And that's part of why we're doing this. So bringing you into our lives to give you the whole picture of who we are and where we've been and where we're going, and bringing you along with us on that journey. So remember to subscribe.
I was just mostly questioning where this thought process is coming from. And another reason people got really mad at me was I still get this constant question, are all Nepali men dead? I'm like, that has nothing to do with me. I don't think there's anywhere written that if you're from a certain country or certain culture that you have to marry from that very culture. I know that's the norm for the vast majority of people, but it's not set in stone for every single human being. It's my choice who I want to marry. To answer your question, no, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of single men still in Nepal, but they weren't my choice. So I made my decision. But again, I was enjoying more of of the love that was coming towards me and us. Dennis mentioned that was one of the biggest reason why I wanted to start a YouTube channel, and that's when my journey of trying to convince Dennis to do this with me began. I want to give a shout out to my family in TikTok. The loving and the support did not stop there. Till date, you continue to send me all these loving messages where you have no gain from that, but it's just purely from your heart to us, and I really, 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 really appreciate my TikTok family. You still owe them a present. I don't think you've ever made a video with me talking or thanking them.
Hi.
Not here in TikTok. I'll make him do that. Don't worry.
Hi, TikTok.
I'll make him do that. But yeah, that was our story of how we became the viral couple.
So that was towards December 2020.
October to December.
Again, your birthday came and went without family involvement, because after we went viral on TikTok, more people started reaching out to your family and giving them a lot of negativity, and they had to go through all that again.
Yeah.
You might feel you're the only one going through this, but know that your family is going through almost the same thing as you are, because they're going to also be hearing it from their neighbors, from their friends, from their family. Their social life is going to be impacted as well, and that's why they're going to keep reacting the way they're reacting towards you. But don't let that make you bitter. Become better. But yeah, Christmas came, and Riju and Nirajan came over for New Year's.
Yes.
We spent Christmas with the family.
Yep.
Year turned. We were still talking about eventually COVID stopping and us being able to get back to our wedding plans, because originally we had planned to get married in May 2020.
Yeah, that was the original plan.
Okay, May 2020, then it was May 2021. And so we were in January 2021.
And the list had gotten down, by the way. From 300, we had decided on 100.
Down to 150, but that was without kids, without significant others of other people, which was unrealistic.
Yeah.
So even though we had dwindled it down, it was still that many people.
Yeah, because we thought COVID would mellow down and we would be able to do somewhat of a celebration. Yeah. And this is
So in January we were talking, but then nothing looked it was going to happen. A friend of mine got married back home, Kenny. He got married, and I tried showing you how the engagement happened, and she wasn't interested. She was more interested in sleep, because Ghana is 5 hours ahead of the US, and around 3 a.m. But I woke up to watch.
It was live.
Yeah, because he was getting it streamed so I could watch it, but she wasn't interested. So
I watched it.
Yeah, right. She was sleeping.
No, I watched most of it.
Yeah, right.
I did.
Yeah, she wasn't interested. So that went by. Sometime at the end of Jan, we decided if we want to wait for COVID to be over, even though we're physically married, we would never be legally married. So why not just do something little for ourselves? But it was just a fleeting thought. We talked about it and we put it aside. We had briefly mentioned it to family as well, but it really didn't seem a possibility, because what we wanted to do initially and what we had started talking about was just completely on opposite sides of the spectrum. One had celebration with friends and family, and one was only going to be just us two as a couple, and maybe judge or a pastor or a minister blessing us. That's that. But we're going to leave it here, and the next video we're going to tell you how we went from 300 plus people at our wedding to having to plan a wedding in 48 hours and making it happen. Anything else you want to add?
Not really. I'm just excited to share with you all the journey of our wedding preparation in 48 hours. That was quite a story.
A lot of fights within that as well. So
obviously, if you're planning a wedding in 48 hours, it's bound to happen.
Yeah. So thank you for sharing this time with us.
Again, thank you so much for all the love that you pour into us. We greatly appreciate it. But I do want to mention, more than 70% of our viewers are not subscribed to our channel. So make sure when you're watching the video, you subscribe to A&D's World. Thank you so much. We love you all. See you all in the next video. Bye.